One of the most iconic skylines in America is about to look a lot different.
Really?
Oh, I'm trying to think right now.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. New York City.
Okay.
They have a brand new building proposal there. It's getting a lot of attention. It's called the Big Bend.
The Big Bend?
Oh, this is the staple. This has been a rumor for so long.
You've heard about this?
Yeah.
It's a massive skyscraper that's supposed to go in the middle of Manhattan in the shape of a giant paperclip.
What?
What does that mean?
Here's a photo of it. We're going to probably put this up on the Brooke and Jeffrey Insta stories. Brooke,
That's actually so cool.
It's a crazy
It's like an arch. Yeah.
It's like, but then there's one side that comes up just like a paperclip. So it like goes up and around.
kind of looks like it's giving the middle finger to the Empire State Building off in the distance.
I mean, it is so tall though. Like it literally dwarfs all the
It looks like it'll light up
it.
at night, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, some
Well, it
buildings
has
have
to.
lights, Alexis.
It has to for airplanes.
If it is built, it would be the tallest building in not just New York, in the entire Western Hemisphere, standing 2,000 feet high.
Does anyone else not trust buildings that high?
I don't.
There's a certain height where I'm like, nah.
Well, especially when they're shaped like a paperclip.
That is concerning. Not known for stability.
Yeah.
Paperclips.
The designer says it would be one of the most prestigious buildings in all of Manhattan.
I mean, it's very cool.
Probably where Julia Louis-Dreyfus will record her podcast from just on top of
She
it.
probably would get an invite to the
God.
opening and not
Yeah.
us.
Have you checked the charts? Is she way above us now?
Why did I even bring her up?
Okay.
But a lot of people don't like it. Not Julia's podcast, I mean the building. They're saying it's going to ruin New York's skyline. Paper clips aren't cool, et cetera, et cetera. Are you kidding me? When I think of American strength and ingenuity, I think paper clips, jumbo-sized.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the office supplies, it's kind of the weakest.
It's making a comeback now.
Okay.
Microsoft Clippy, this is your moment. You are the tallest building in all of New York if they approve it. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Now let's move on. We got to get into the shock collar question of the day and send it over to Digital Jake to stump us and make us feel bad about ourselves. Here we go.
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
Today is one of the most treasured dates in all of American history. November 19th.
Oh, yeah. Remember what happened?
It's
then?
not
Sure.
just
Guys?
because it's World Toilet Day.
That's what I was thinking.
Not
Obviously.
only that, some of the
Okay,
most
I'll
important some of the most important moments ever happened on this very day. For example, in 1620, the Mayflower reached Cape Cod. Pretty big.
Brooke's family.
In 1863, Lincoln gave his famous Gettysburg Address.
Interesting.
Brooke's family was there too.
No.
And in 2019, Brooke gave mouth-to-mouth to an unconscious man in the park before she realized it was just a statue.
Never
I've been
forget.
here for 10 minutes. He's not resuscitating.
But his chiseled jawline, I was
wow.
like, yo, if I need
They're
to.
like, why is this lady using tongue for CPR?
That's just the tip of the iceberg. So today, we're covering the most momentous things to ever happen on this date during a special Remember November edition of Plenty of 20.
Okay.
I'll ask you a trivia question about an iconic event that happened in the past on November 19th. If you answer correctly, you'll stay in the game.
Got
We'll
it.
start with the woman who met her fourth stepdad on November 19th. That's Alexis.
Hope he was nice.
I remember that guy.
Alexis, on this day in 2010, what Harry Potter movie was released?
Oh, that's got to be near the end of
2010?
I'm learning it now that all of their cast is passing away, how old those movies were. And I didn't realize it. So I feel like 2010, you're not getting one of the, like, it's got to be one of the later
You're
ones.
probably
I think
right.
you're
So
onto
I'm going to
something.
say the very last one, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Whoa,
Ooh,
very
wow.
late.
Alexis said Deathly Hallows Part 2. That is incorrect.
Don't tell me it's part 1.
I was looking for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows
No!
Part 1.
Are you kidding?
Are you serious?
Dang it.
Alexis, I feel like you should still be
She was
in.
so spot on.
That was
Very
really
close.
good.
Oh.
I've never heard her with so much
I
confidence.
know.
I'm
Well, it was
I'm
false
into you
for
today.
wasted.
That was good.
I'm so
yeah.
proud of you, Alexis.
Yeah.
That was so monumental, Alexis getting that wrong. Let's go to Jose for the
That's
next
in next
one.
year's question.
I will.
Be
Okay.
on this.
Jose, it's your turn.
Okay.
On this day, in 2006, what popular gaming system was released in the US? And I'll give you a hint,
no.
it was not the PlayStation 3, That was 2 days before.
Oh, he gets a hint, Alexis.
Wow. You could have said it wasn't part 2, Jake.
Jose, you're the gamer, so
I know.
you should definitely know these.
But
Well, he
the
gave you-
PS3 just came out.
Well, it came out the same time.
Is
Who was
this
battling? Who's their biggest rival?
The Wii had already been out for a few years. But what came after? I'm trying to think of what Nintendo was doing. The Switch. Maybe the Switch was starting. I'm going to go with Nintendo Switch.
Jose said the Nintendo Switch. That is incorrect. I was looking for the Nintendo Wii. November 19th, 2006.
Wow.
It's been around that long.
It was the first thing I said, not the
Okay.
Nintendo Wii.
I
and then
remember it
just-
looked so cool. Like, look, you can play tennis and pretend like you're playing.
Yeah. It
Cool.
was fun.
That was so fun.
I
Bowling
loved
too.
it.
Oh,
Bowling was the
bowling's so
best.
fun.
We're 0 for 2, but we're over to Brooke now.
Okay.
Brooke, on this day, in 1969, Pele scored a milestone goal in professional soccer. Was it his 100th or his 1,000th career goal?
Pele.
Whoa.
I mean,
My dad
the
idolizes this guy.
well, the world idolizes this guy. I mean, the problem is I don't know how old he was in '69. If he was like in his later career, I'd go with 1,000th. You know,
How old do you think Pele was? Just ballpark it.
and that year, 26 would be my guess.
I don't know. I just-
Oh, you don't know?
I like when you look
I thought you were
foolish.
gonna give me an answer. I'm gonna say 1,000. That man did some big
a
things.
legend.
Brooke said 1,000th. That is... That's correct. That was his 1,000th goal. We're over to Jeffrey now.
Okay.
Jeffrey, on November 19th, 1895, a man named Frederick E. Blaisdell patented something that could be found in every elementary school desk across the United States to this day. And a hint, it's not a hamster.
My son
Darn.
has
Very
3 in
helpful.
his desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is in elementary school desks? I can't even think.
What about like there's protractors, there's compasses, there's just a general ruler.
But is it like attached to the desk?
I'm
It's in
thinking
the desk.
late 1800s. Maybe that's the time when they're starting to come out with calculators.
I feel like it wouldn't have fit in the desk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like the first calculator
it
was the
would've been a-
size of a.
Gas-powered.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Brooke.
I'm going to go
Okay.
TI-89, Jake.
Okay, that is a guess.
Jeffrey said the TI-89 Texas Instruments version number
Yeah.
1.
Obviously
Yeah.
from
Calculator.
1889.
Right.
That's why.
That's
Big
why
year
it's
for
called that.
Texas. Jeffrey said the TI-89 calculator. That is incorrect. Frederick Blaisdell was famous for patenting the pencil.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool. Huh?
Freddie Blaze. That means
Hey.
Brooke has won today's edition of Plenty of 20.
One of my favorite days of the year, Jake.
So Brooke gets to choose who gets shocked while singing Ricky Martin's She Bangs. Who's going to be?
Oh, just for Jose, you know, not knowing the game question, even with a hint.
The first thing I said was the answer. I was like, it's not Nintendo Wii, I know that. Let's move on. She bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves. I go crazy because she looks on.
That is your shock collar question of the day. We got your phone tap coming up in just a few minutes.